this bad.
I
All right,
forget who
I'm
Letty's
recording
character
in
is.
place of Scassa this week, so hopefully my sound is better.
If it's a mute,
Alright.
though, I'm guessing it's based on Neapolitan from Ruby, because all of Letty's characters are based on Ruby characters, which,
Yep.
yeah, that's fine. All right. You guys arrive in the quaint town of Beckford, and no, I'm not giving you a map to it, because you're going to be spending all of 5 seconds in it. You arrive there with your guide, who is currently...
Shouldn't we tell the people who are going to be listening to this the context of what's going on right now?
Oh, yeah, shit. For those of you listening at home, because a couple of our player characters, including Callie, are going to be gone, we decided to do a canonical prequel session about one of the other groups that went to explore the island of Conquered Worm and somehow managed to be less successful than our normal player characters.
What's that supposed to mean?
We've kind of done a lot, actually.
Yeah, the way I'm going to say it is this: the normal player characters so far have managed to do some good. Maybe not as much good as they could have done, but they've managed to do some good. I am guessing that this group of player characters will just manage to make things worse.
Maybe.
This is canonically taking place, what did I say, like 6 months before
Yeah, you said a few months, so...
Something like that. At most a year. We're going to keep the timeline a little vague, but at most a year before our heroes actually set out for Conquered Worm. And it's going to it's going to be a 2-shot, which means it's going to be this session and the next. And after that, these characters that you will see in this shot, at least the player characters, will all be dead.
Or worse than dead.
So he says now.
unless things go gloriously off the rails, which they might. With that said, would the 3 of you who are here right now like to introduce your characters?
Alrighty, I'll go first. My character is Nayara Westfield. She is basically the campaign equivalent of the Ancient Aliens guy. She is the only daughter of the prominent Westfield Manor estate of the Westfield family of Doyle. Instead of living the typical life of a Harris, she isolated herself and practically lived out of the library, consuming all knowledge and materials she could. However, at an age when she should be married off or doing something of noble stature, she instead kept to her books. Finally, her parents decided, get your ass to the house and go do something. And then send her to Isle of Conqueror to go investigate something or whatever. Tasking a group of mercenaries because they're losing funds or some shit. I don't know. Basically, she's a pale-skinned young woman with black, untidy hair, thick, almost opaque glasses, and slightly overweight, covered in leather armor. Basically, she's the fantasy equivalent of a conspiracy theorist type character.
Excellent. Next.
I'll go. I actually went Bard Archetype Dirge Bard because that sounds like a fun thing on Conquered Worm. Anyways, this is I'm gonna alternate his name like 3 different times because fuck consistency. But it's Ace DC or DC or Ice or Aice or however I pronounce it in any moment that'll change every fucking time I say it.
Like a good musician.
Yes. Anyways, he is a Kokoro, which is a custom-made race that I made up for no reason at all. It's basically a giant chicken man. Oh, okay, they're like an offshoot of the Tengu, who are chickens instead of crows.
Excellent.
Anyways,
okay.
Anyways, if you know what a Bard Rock breed of chicken is, he looks like a rooster, a Bard Rock rooster, and you'll guess the joke right there. A Bard Rock.
I am going to Google that right now, actually.
They're a black and white, really beautiful looking breed. But anyways, it's Bard as in bars, as in you bard something. Not.
Oh yeah, they're really pretty.
Yeah. Anyways, But he basically grew up in a small, mostly Tengu dominated community. Is basically he and two other families are the only Kokoros in town. More of a slum of broken dreams than anything else. I almost said Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Anyways, he got along pretty well with his Tengu cousins, but they're kind of downers, so fuck them. He went on to become a street performer and kind of honed his craft that way. He didn't get too far or anything, and but he talked to everybody he met. Rogues, drunkards, anyone. He'd learn as much as he could, and he's essentially just a happy-go-lucky guy who picked up information wherever he could. And yeah, it's of course, being a bard, he had a fondness for taverns, but he found that he actually had a talent for singing dirges, and he got hired out for various funerals because he could carry the weight and tone of a funeral procession quite well. And in doing this job, he actually met a what do they call it? A funeral advisor or the guy in charge of a funeral.
Funeral technician?
Yes, who was actually a not exactly a priest, but a follower of Gothcleaf, or the undead god, as we've been calling him.
Mhm.
And talking about death and undeath, Ace or Ace, what the fuck, got very interested in the subject. And before then, he kind of wrote it off as, oh, death is just a thing that happens when you stop moving. Burn out instead of fade away, rocker bullshit. And he basically gained a new respect for it. And then as he started traveling, he heard about this conquered worm place where death is kind of all fucked up. And being interested now in some minor necromancy and basically death in general, he decided he'd be the best place to further his studies in the craft.
It's a shame he's going to die.
Well, it's
He
the
sounds
way.
like a sweet fellow.
It's the place he'd want to die. Honestly, he was like, "This is
Yeah.
death, and all things that he respects death, and this is a great place to study it." Damn, might as well.
Possibly worse places to go.
Hmm.
Okay. Scene.
So, unlike Raven's character, you'll be glad when my character's dead. So, his name is Garen Sykes. He's a human ranger. I didn't go all out as much as those two in developing a backstory,
That's
but
totally
basically,
fine.
like, he's a very racist, human-oriented individual, and I guess the sort of thing I have going for him is that he's probably involved with a lot of like the monster cleansings on the island or on Doyle itself, and he very much wants to exterminate like basically all the oddities left in the world, and that's kind of what drew him to Doyle or
Oh no!
Conquered Worm.
Oh god! You're gonna be Aara.
AR is actually not racist.
Yeah,
She's
Yeah,
she
but
just
you're gonna be Aara in the sense that you're gonna be the one who's unnecessarily starting conflict all the time.
probably.
yeah.
Oh,
That's true.
oh, jeez. Okay.
Very egotistical.
Oh.
So Gaston, basically.
And from what I've gleaned of Letty's character when Letty joins us, Letty's character is an assassin with no scruples who almost never talks and wears a combination of brown, white, and pink clothing. And I think has a parasol. I don't know. I don't remember very much Neapolitan's character in Ruby.
She hasn't had much of one.
Yeah, she's kind of just a stock henchman.
Elite mook.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Our characters never end up quite as we planned.
It's true.
Your advisor for this trip, your umlaut schwa, if you will, is a goblin named Merkin.
Oh God.
Currently, he is on stilts underneath a very large trench coat, wearing a mask, and also wearing a glamour that makes this outfit actually look believable. A glamour is a type of
Oh God.
spell. Letty!
So sorry.
You
So
made
sorry.
it.
Letty, okay,
No
do
problem.
you want to pitch your character to the audience? Because I did my best from what I know of them, but I'm assuming you have something better as an explanation.
What I meant.
We were literally just doing character explanations.
Oh. Right. So I basically managed to do the since Skatha isn't here. I almost said okay. I almost said scary.
She
Oh,
is
scary.
that too.
Basically, I just decided, fuck, I'm going rogue. Character is Nera. Basically a very small, short, and kind of a very unintimidating woman, until she stabs you in the back, just to watch you bleed.
That's about right.
She's totally not Neo from Ruby. What do you mean?
Don't worry, we basically said that much in chat. So
I'm not vindictive. What's that?
So wait, what are all our classes? I've got Rogue and Bard. What were the other two?
I am an Archaeologist class Bard, which is basically a mix of Rogue and Bard. So basically, I get at 4th level the ability.
A Ranger, a Rogue Bard, and a Bard.
All walk into a bar.
Kind of like it's actually Dirge's kind of like a necromancer bard.
Nice. Okay.
So a necromantic chicken bard, a ranger, a midget psychopath, a tiny psychopath, and an archaeologist all walk into a bar.
With their boss, a goblin, who at the moment is wearing a trench coat, stilts, and a mask, as well as a glamour that makes this very, very shabby human costume look actually like a human. Named Merkin.
Is he trying to fool us or the others on the
No,
island?
he's trying to fool the inhabitants of the city you've chosen to dock in, but not explore. The city of Beckford, which is all humans all the time, and a little bit racist.
Oh, we're gonna have fun in a campaign proper.
All right, guys, we're here in Beckford. That's Merkin's voice.
Lay off the smokes, buddy.
Is that your attempt to blend in?
Look, this glamour's gonna do most of the work. I just don't want to set people off of height values.
And Nera nods sympathetically.
It's okay, Mr. Gray Alien. Your disguise is very convincing.
My name is Merkin.
It hides what a disgusting creature you are.
Oh, hey, thanks for that. You know, I'm just trying to help you out of your quest, but whatever.
No one hams like Gaston, gems like Gaston, knocks at a poetry slams like Gaston.
Why don't you tell us where we're supposed to go?
Well, look, you guys have been really arguing hard for visiting Ramina, but, listen, that's like all the way on the other side of the fucking island. Are you sure that's where you want to set out?
Nera shrugs.
It's where I was told to go.
Nera just doesn't really care as long as there's schmucks she can steal from.
As long as we're on the island at all, that is fine with me.
Oh, look, the chicken thing has an opinion.
Why, quite a do. Very much a do.
Jesus Christ. I mean, D&D, Jesus Christ.
All
right, if you guys really are set on this, which I guess you are, given that you all gave non-committal phrases, and I guess the whole arguing about it isn't going to go anywhere. Listen, I've set up with a person to help travel you downstream. You're gonna have to go across the Blightwood, but that's okay. You can just stick to the beach and be safe there. I'm gonna stay here in Beckford, because that's where we decided to port on this stupid fucking quest. Get yourself to the Great Vein River. You're gonna meet my associate. His name is the Crow King. Don't ask, and he'll get you down the river. All right?
Got it.
Understood, creature.
Oh,
Name
it's
is
gonna be
Merkin.
barrel laughs.
Thank you,
barrel laughs.
Thank you, mister.
My name is Merkin, not Mr. or Creature, but you're welcome.
So
Merkin reaches into his jacket and pulls out some leaves and some paper and rolls the leaves into the paper, puts it to his mouth and lights it on fire.
Don't blame him. Don't blame him at all.
I need these to get through the day.
Question. As we leave, could I attempt a sleight of hand check?
Sure. Yes, sure, yes.
Okay, and doing that right now.
Damn.
All right, forgot.
Who are you sleight of handing against?
Merkin.
All right. Then I'll roll for Merkin. All right, he beat your sleight of hand check. So what were you trying to steal?
I was basically trying to see if he had some of his stash.
All right, so you reach into his pocket to try and steal some of his tobacco, and he's like, "What the fuck you doing, kid?"
I did just smile as sweetly as I can and just shrug.
Look, if you want some tobacco, he reaches in, he grabs a pouch, and he throws it at you. There you go. You can just ask, you little creep.
I nod and smile happily again.
All right, get the fuck out of here. I gotta go see if they still have goblin hookers.
Oh, fucking love goblins.
Goblins sneak and goblins hide. Goblins sneak when the dark outside.
And so you are set off on your quest.
You
can-
poor bastards.
To leave the town of Beckford, go across the Blightwood, and head towards the Great Fane River. You leave Beckford behind. It's larger than Walpole is, which you wouldn't know at that. Like, your characters wouldn't know the significance of that, but you do. It's almost all humans, although apparently there is a goblin brothel somewhere in the city for Merkin to visit. And that's what you glean from Beckford before you head out to across to the Great Fane River. As you head across the beach, you see the Blightwood. Massive trees fill the Blightwood, all of which are like willows or other crooked, creepy-looking trees, and it's a very swampy sort of woodland. Make perception checks as you cross this section of forest.
The fun begins. Let's see. Question. Not horrible.
So it's making search checks now?
Perception.
Perception.
All right.
Damn.
Not bad, not bad.
So how does it feel, Scene? Getting a high perception. How does it feel?
Wait. I'm willing to bet. Let me guess. Instead of seeing ducks, we see like quails or something.
All right, excellent. Most of you hear faintly coming from the woods, someone singing in a deep voice. Come, wayward souls who wander through the darkness. But Scene's character, what's your character's name again?
Garen.
Garen the racist sees two luminous white eyes from within the woods, hidden in shadow. Or rather, the body they belong to is hidden in shadow. The rest of you can sense the general direction that it's coming from, but you can't see the actual eyes.
Well, Ace is humming along just because.
Chicken Man.
Do
Do you hear that sound?
Yes, it's quite well
Perhaps
done
you
for an
should go
amateur.
see what it is in that direction.
Perhaps that's a horrible idea. Perhaps it's a great one. Perhaps I'll stay here.
Is that so?
Quite right, my pink-skinned friend.
The voice booms. Travelers, come closer.
Oh my God, we're being abducted.
Are we feeling compelled to go closer, or
Nope, you're not. You don't. No will
Okay.
saves. Just someone asking you to step into the dark.
And not by flukes. I mean, actually abducted by slavers.
Well, I don't think we'll go with
There's
you, my
only
friend,
one way
but
for you to find out.
Leave it. Death trap. Behold, my shit Batman voice.
I was gonna go for Gollum actually. but-
Yeah.
yeah, it sounds a bit more Gollum.
In this city, we just showed you that it's full of people.
Ready to believe. Good.
I'm
You're, you're actually a pretty good Batman.
Which one?
Darkness.
Ow.
Which one?
Actually, I'd say Kay did probably the best Nolan Batman.
Yeah. Do not be afraid.
No parents.
I mean you no harm. But I have a message for
Well, we're
What?
listening, friend.
I'm
What
gonna
creature are you?
I'm just gonna take out my sword. I did
I'm
not
but
trust this.
I am but a I am but a humble traveler of these woods, much like yourselves. But I have a grim omen. You are all quite doomed.
Well, that is the nature of the island, after all.
No,
Doomed?
your
How
fates
so?
are written. You are destined to die here. But
What kind of trifle is this?
merely a warning. And a helpful tip. My mistress has taken a shine to you. She can offer you an escape from a fate that is otherwise written in stone. Accept her offer when she gives it, for it is your only hope to buy.
Well, friend, we
Although-
don't really make offers without knowing who the person is we are dealing with. So, who is this wonderful mistress of yours?
Oh god, damn, it's William fucking Shatner.
I dare not speak her name. However, should you wish to end things quickly, you may also travel through my forest. I will offer you a sweeter release than the one that waits you in Ramina. Those are really your only three options, I am afraid. That is all I have come to tell you. Should you seek me out, I will wait for you here in the Blightwood.
Does this offer expire at any time?
Oh no, but you
Oh.
shall. And then,
Perfectly fine
just
with
like-
me.
then the
Your
eyes
character's
fade
like
and the
Tommy
presence is gone.
Nira's gonna be considering that.
Oh, Ace is very much considering that.
I think that was a black shuck. A phantom dog.
What sort of talking dogs do you know, you simpleton?
I gotta say, I love your character, C.
I am already loving the chemistry that's forming between your quartet of monsters.
As in none. Raven's character is like a combination of those vultures from the Jungle Book and Jeff Goldblum.
I was thinking William Shatner and Foghorn Leghorn.
Not southern enough.
I say, you whiz right by you.
Yeah.
Foghorn Leghorn.
If
He is
you
the
have any
best.
other interactions you would like to play outside of the Scrim Omen, you may play them. Otherwise, we will move on.
Question: can I check the others' pockets and like see if they have anything on them, but not actually?
You can make a sleight of hand check against each and every other member of the party, but they have to make contrasting perception checks.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay, so there's three others. So.
Yep.
Mm, mm.
which is fine because Ace is pretty much broke.
Make a perception check for us.
Each one of you has to make a perception check as Letty tries to steal your things.
Not less steal and just like check and see what they have.
All right.
Sorry,
Who,
as Letty tries to rifle through your things to see
Yeah.
what you've got.
Yeah, basically.
but okay, who's in order though? As I just see three
Yeah.
numbers.
And in order, Raves, Raves' character, Sergei's character, and Scene's character.
Okay.
Okay, let me roll. Well, you just failed, as that's a nat 20.
Oh shit!
Boom.
Good thing I wasted it on that. Good thing it's not gonna save me later. Woo! Got that out of the way early on.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So
So he only did raves by the looks of it, as Scene and I.
Guess he's too busy considering the offer.
Did TT's volume go out or something?
Hello?
Yeah, sorry. Just a
Oh.
second. People on the tumblers are warning me of drama, which is weird. I'm gonna check that out later.
Tumblr's drama incarnate.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, sorry. What was going on now?
I rolled a nat 20 to stop him from sifting through my shit. Got that out of the way real quick.
So when Neapolitan tries to sit through your shit, you slap her hand away.
Yeah.
Next.
Innocently whistling.
I pretty much failed, got an 11.
Okay. So she rifles through your shit and finds whatever is interesting amongst your shit.
6,000 GP left over, and 5 healing potions are the only real miscellaneous crap I have.
Well, I'm stealing 3,000 of that.
Yeah. Ass monkey.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was going for.
Okay. Racist.
What's
What was your score?
What do you think you're doing, you impudent little child?
Oh, you beat her roll, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
How
silent.
dare you touch what doesn't belong to you?
I draw my hand cross pointed directly at his forehead.
What is that supposed to mean? You watch where you put your hand, or next time I will sever it from your body and nail it to a tree. Is that understood?
This whole time I've just been smirking, like that's the funniest thing in the goddamn world. You wish.
I wish what?
Problem with your plan. Have to catch me.
Do you need a lozenge or something?
I have a question. Does Neapolitan talk like that in the series?
No, I have no fucking clue. She doesn't talk at all.
Okay, just making sure. I haven't watched a new season yet.
I've seen. I don't know. Like I've seen. I don't know. Like apparently she can talk, but doesn't. I don't know. As I go with fuck it. Maybe
like
she just.
Bob
Maybe just
Denver.
I
All right.
don't know. Maybe like her throat or something.
You know what, child? You just volunteered yourself to go first into the Blightwoods. Congratulations. March.
Yeah. Here's just a little thing of why that's a horrible, horrible idea.
To be fair, I think Sir Kay's character is really the leader of the group. I mean, she's the aristocrat, so.
Pretty much. Someone has to, yeah.
Although Sir Kay's character also seems like a nut job and who's in their own world, so she may be the leader in name, not in spirit.
Question.
We should continue on unless you guys want to get paid.
Yes, I would like that. Now, which way should we go?
I assume we just go down the path right here.
Down the beach is fine.
Yeah.
We should continue on to the Thane River.
You had a question, Letty?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Why?
You guys, after a brief scuffle, go down the Great Thane River, and waiting for you, next to the bridge, in a reasonable-sized riverboat, is a man dressed in black robes, wearing some sort of crow beak helmet. Like it's a helmet beneath like the hood, that just has these two extended metal beaks, very similar to a crow's.
So, like a plague doctor mask.
Kind of, sorta. Longer and more ballroom dancery. Have you ever seen the original cover for the Stand by Stephen King? Sort of like the mask that the Dark Warrior is wearing on that.
Hmm.
But it's metal. It's not cloth. It's not a masquerade mask, and it's not an actual beak. It's some sort of metal helm.
So this is the same guy who met Ari?
Yes, for those who remember our continuity, this is a similar sort of looking fellow.
Oh yeah, the one guy on the
The
outskirts
first
of town.
person who ever told you to beware the red talon.
Yes. Sorry, it took me a minute to remember
that's
that.
a ways back.
It's a
Yeah.
long ways back.
Is
But then again, we're going back even farther.
yeah.
Okay.
Hello, are you the ones Merkin told me about?
That would be us.
Welcome. I am the Crow King.
And why do they call you that?
Probably because of the mask. I'm not sure where the king pot came from, but I'll take it.
I know some Tengu who'd be vastly insulted.
Well, you're not one. You're some sort of chicken man.
Yeah, that I am, good sir. That I am.
Well, come on aboard. Time is of the essence.
Well,
Yeah.
all right then.
You should know. You have no idea what the species this guy is, because literally every part of him is covered. You can just tell that he's some sort of humanoid. You're lucky I can do this for you, you know. I'm actually here on other business.
And what would that be?
Well, I have word that there's a person who's impersonating an old friend of mine. See, that friend is dead, of course, so can't be out running around. So I've decided to track him down, and I found out that he's heading to this island at some point, so I'm going to head him off on the path.
Sounds most distressing, my friend.
Oh, it's quite a bit of drama, I must say. Quite a bit of drama.
Yes.
So I can get you to Marimina, but after that I have to go about my own business.
That
Whatever
sounds...
suits you. Just get us across.
Yes, quite. Well, you're quite the ragtag group of individuals, aren't you?
Nero shrugs.
We're all just going the same direction, my friend.
In case of an emergency, we eat him.
Ah, such jocularity.
I'm just gonna write something down on a piece of paper, and just kind of slip it to the Crow King.
Okay, the Crow King takes your paper and unfolds it.
And it says...
And then the Crow King shoves the piece of paper into the mouth of his helmet, and you hear like a slight chewing sound.
Also,
Thank
by the
you.
way, also, here's the thing. All three of you guys could technically count as the loud one.
Yeah,
Cave's
no.
character
Not
Cave's
really.
character hasn't spoken up much.
Yeah, she's off in her own little world. That's part of the character.
Well, we're going to have a fun little voyage. Now, I must warn you, this is quite a dangerous trip. We're going to be passing Looking Glass Lake, and there's all sorts of shit that goes on there.
Looking glass. um,
Any questions or discussions you want to have, or should we just get on with the journey?
Why did they call it Looking Glass Lake?
Fascinating question. It's because the waters are so clear. You can see yourself in them all the time. Not even like straining like you normally do. It's beautiful. Easy to fish too.
And she's eagerly taking notes about it.
And why haven't the people of this place started dumping their sewage in the river to kill the beasts that inhabit it?
Probably because it would kill the fish.
There are other things to eat.
But you haven't had this fish. Let me tell you, the sushi is amazing.
They have foreign dishes like that here? I only dreamed of such a feast.
how's raw fish foreign, my friend?
Let me guess. I'm calling it now. She's gonna say it's more kawaii.
Oh, Sugoi! Goo-goo!
That voice is just wrong in every level. That's right.
What does she want nutty at this?
Hey, would you guys like to watch some Naruto later?
Oh, fuck you.
Now, Crow King, are
That
you a
was
man
content.
or creature?
Let's get moving. And so you set sail down the river, Huck Finn style. Along the way, about a couple hours into your journey, and it's mostly pleasant.
Do we hear banjos?
You do spot some things. No, but you do spot some things along the way that look sort of like crocodiles, but sort of weirdly shaped. You don't have a lot of time to look at them though; they dart away pretty quick. Eventually, you pass by the river town of Uderson. It's a fairly large town, like a really good trade depot. And you notice as you pass by that the citizens are busy at work building fences all around the perimeter of the town. And stranger still, there are some citizens there that have muskets, which are a very rare type of weapon. An hour or so after you pass Uderson, you now are deeply by the Wirt Woods, which are lush and beautiful. And at one point, you see a large, just a massive human being emerge out of the river carrying the scalp of a dead body. As the hulking creature goes off into the woods, it turns its head to look at you as you pass, and it's wearing some sort of bizarre face mask.
So that's one of the slashers.
Well, that's
Certain one.
It's got a machete, and it looks like it looks at you threateningly, but eventually it goes back into its woods.
Wait, is that
What a
Buddy?
disgusting creature.
Oh, that's not a creature, that's a man, I assume.
He looks
Just
like
fishing up some carrion from the lake. Good eating.
he looks like a lost kid who needs a cat.
I didn't get that.
He looks like a lost kid who needs a cat.
What a strange thing to assume about a person.
Near's just gonna make the cuckoo, the kind of the cuckoo symbol. It's not, like wearing a finger in a circular motion next to the head.
You pass. Eventually, you get to the juncture where you get to the start of Looking Glass Lake, where it also meets the swirling stream. At which point, make perception checks.
Oh, good. Still have my modifier in.
7
Oh, holy shit! I just rolled quite high.
For starting characters, we all have decent perception. Well, starting level 5s, anyways.
Yeah, I took. Yeah, basically, I kind of geared near to kind of be that run or be a fast little ship, basically. For combat.
Garen's an anti-Howard.
Marvelous, marvelous,